What? Hey everybody, it's me, Wilma Fingerdoo, and we're going to get ready for my first review of Drag Race Holland. And so, because it's a new season of a new franchise of Drag Race, I thought I would try some new products. But before I do, I just want to thank Christine Bellellen, and I'm sure that I'm saying your last name wrong, Christine. It looks like Belle Helen, but it could be pronounced Sade. I don't know. But she heard me mention in a video, and I'm so embarrassed by this, first of all. It's the Canadian in me. I can't help myself. But she heard me mention that I'd been on the search for a hand mirror, and I was even taking them from the dollar store and seeing what adhesives worked the best so I could design my own. And she heard me say that the only one I really, really wanted was Alyssa Edwards' Beast. But this is the thing. She not only sent me she sent me the whole press kit. Now the press kit also, some of them came with a fan, and there's no fan in here. I don't need a fan. I need the mirror. But what was also fun about this press kit, which is just, as I hit myself in the face, huge. Like this box alone, I want to have it like encased in plexiglass and made into like a coffee table or something. But I just think it's so beautiful. But it also came with the palette. And this is the thing. They were sold out by the time I even knew Alyssa Edwards had a palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills. So to get the palette was a real treat. There was a fear possibly that it may be expired. It all seemed good to me. The colors, I've had a test run of it. So I'm going to do a whole get ready with me with that palette. But as far as, this is the thing that I love about this mirror. Not only is it gorgeous and sparkly, because I'm a magpie. If it doesn't sparkle, I don't want it. And not only is it that, but it's also just perfect size for when because I'm terrible when I'm doing my makeup. I completely block the camera, and I apologize in advance because I'm gonna do it here today. I just warn you now. But that said, this is a smaller mirror, so it almost limits that blockage. I also want to mention, look at that. Oh, Denise, no, the Halloween collection is out on Redbubble, and they're only there until October 31st. And they are 3 designs. It's the Kiss of the Fingerdoo, the Attack of this 50-foot Wilma, and the Bride of Frankendoo, or Wilma Stein, or I don't know what we call that last one. They're only there for a limited time. I also want to point out that Denise also did a bunch of, look at this. I had to buy one because this line, if you go to my Redbubble page, there is a whole line that's about, it's the Rainbow Railroad. And all of the designs there's 4. This is my favorite. It's my favorite because I'm an autumnal girl. I like all of the autumnal tones, the burns, the russets, all of those. So this is gorgeous, and I want to actually make myself an outfit like this. I have some mesh. I have some leaves. This is who I am. I might make. Brace yourself is all I'm saying. Season 13 apparently is just finished filming. So anyway, if you go to Redbubble, the link is down below. Any of the proceeds from that, anything that Redbubble sends me, money-wise from that sale, regardless of what you get it printed on, is going to the Rainbow Railroad. I have already sent them the first payment, $123.07. All right, let's get into this. Before we start, my last Get Ready With Me, I talked about Teresa is Dead, her YouTube channel, which I love. I think she's just fantastic. And one of her reviews, I have the link for that down below. She reviewed this company, Bristles Beauty. Now, the thing that stuck in my head, because it was a brush company. Now, Wilma's cheap. I'm not disparaging any of the fine brush makers out there. I found out the other day that I own a MAC brush. This is a $60 brush. I almost put it down, but then I thought, oh, $60. This was given to me. I didn't buy this. I could have found it on the street. I don't know. The last time I bought brushes, they were e.l.f. brushes at Walmart, and they were all under $2. So that's where I am with brushes. But what was amazing to me was that Teresa brought this company up on her channel. It's Canadian. I'm a Canadian. I should know these things. So I went to their website, bristlesbeauty.com, and their brushes are spectacular. I have them here. I'm showing them to you now on the screen. But they are gorgeous. They're all handmade. And this is the thing, though. They were expensive. They are expensive. Like in my mind, because I'm the $2 makeup brush girl. No offense to anybody out there. These were, I thought, a little expensive. But I did buy on my own. They didn't send me anything. The blender set, which is these 5 brushes. And this is how it came. This is how it came to me. It was a nice little package, a little pink ribbon, a little handwritten note. It was gorgeous. And I posted them on Instagram, and people thought that I must have moved up the ranks and was getting PR from a company. It's like, no. If you want to feel like PR, order brushes from Bristles Beauties. And then somebody else said, wow, they seem a little expensive. And I said, well, I went to MAC. And the only reason that I went to MAC is because MAC's a company in Canada that makes brushes. And I just thought for delivery, price, not having to worry about exchange rate and length of travel, I just compared. And all of the brushes from Bristles Beauty are cheaper, in some cases by $10. In fact, this big brush from MAC is $63, and I think that the one on Bristles is maybe almost $40. $39 comes to mind. But these ones here were $104 on the website as a bundle. They are normally $109 individually if you buy them all. But here's the thing. I've got the link to Teresa's review of these brushes. In that review, she has a code that can get you a little bit more off of the brushes. So if you haven't watched Teresa, here's a great opportunity. Go check her out. And another great Canadian company to support. As I say, not everybody needs luxury brushes, but I think that it's also important to have some good brushes. There's always something that you need a good brush for. And if you're going to buy one in Canada specifically, you can support a Canadian company. And if you're not in Canada, well, what the heck? Walk on the wild side. Also, I am going to be getting ready with the NikkieTutorial palette. Now, I did a reveal and review with the one and only Darby Lynn Cartwright over at IMHO. They do a fabulous RuPaul review among many, many other things. If you follow them on Patreon, you can follow their podcast. Very, very great. Darby, one day, when I was in the middle of editing my first Get Ready With Me, she had posted a tutorial, a makeup tutorial. It was so funny. And the whole beginning is like, I'm not good at makeup, but I keep trying because my dad was wrong about me or something. It's the funniest thing. And she's such a hoot. So she did this review on this fantastic makeup artist who supports IMHO on Patreon. Neon MUA, so handsome. Anyway, he came out with a bunch of palettes called the the Dawn Till Dusk collection, and they're contour, highlighter, and cheek palettes. And I bought, Darby did the Dawn, the lightest one, because she's a vampire and Jesus hates her the most. She has no coloring whatsoever, so she went with that one. And I thought, oh, I should get the next one up because Jesus loves me a bit more, and review that, do a response video. And I ordered this from Midas Cosmetics. And I'll tell you, they were right out of the gate, boom, boom, boom. And then, because I have nothing else to do. I'm just sitting here in this bachelor apartment. I kept checking the tracking and it hadn't moved. And, it's COVID. I'm trying to be very, very conscious of everybody and how I'm just waiting on a little contour highlight palette. This isn't insulin. Let's calm down. So, but then it was a couple of weeks. While that happened, NikkieTutorial came out with her palette, which I ordered. And then I thought, because I was going to do this response tutorial to Darby Lynn, I thought that it would be fun if we did a tandem tutorial because the NikkieTutorials palette is two-sided. Oh, she thought that was a great idea. And then all hell broke loose on my end. For one reason or another, the ground service that picked this package up from Midas Cosmetics never scanned it. It never went further than being a label. And so there's Midas Cosmetics apologizing deeply for something that had nothing to do with them. In fact, it was the owner of the company. She emailed me herself. And I felt so stupid because it's makeup. Calm down. It doesn't matter how ugly you are. It's just makeup. Calm down. While that's all happening, I'm waiting for this palette to show up. This palette is nowhere to be seen. It landed at Pearson international airport here in Toronto, and that was the end of it. I emailed both companies kind of on the same day and said, listen, this is not happening. Well, or it seems that something stopped happening. What's going on? And so Beauty Bay, which is in England, they were like, well, it's out of our hands now because, we sent it. So their job was done, which I understand. I'm not blaming any of these companies. I'm not even blaming the ground crews that are delivering, because God bless them, they're getting that stuff to us. As long as they get it to me, I don't care. What happened with the NikkieTutorial palette was it got stopped at customs. It had to be quarantined for health reasons. Not alone. It wasn't like it was like, oh, makeup from England, get it. It wasn't that at all. It was just a bunch of packages were held and mine was in the group. So that was the problem. So we finally got this palette, and that's the end of my long, sad tale. And I am going to start getting ready with the NikkieTutorials palette. And I'm going to finish the face off with the Midas Cosmetics palette. Why am I wearing a hat if I'm bald? Well, I haven't been cutting my hair, and I'm starting to look like a chia pet, Apache Chia Pet. Apache Chia Pet was my drag queen name in high school. All right. So I am excited. Now, here's the thing. When I got this palette, I was a little nervous because it had come so late after the fact. And I was worried because there were some mixed reviews. Some people were saying, oh, it's not as good as I thought. Some people were saying it's patchy. I mean, this is a pigment palette. A lot of these shades are pigment. They're not shadow. So they're not going to move and blend the same way. So what I was excited to try with this anyway was just to mix it up, because I felt and you'll see I have a link to the video of Darby Lynn Cartwright and I doing our I did not do a very good job. She's so good at makeup. She lies through her teeth to make you feel better about your sad self. But all right, so I'm going to try something different here. I'm using this Amsterdam. Look at how blue that is. I love blue. I've been looking at a lot of tutorials lately on makeup, like just different makeup application. So this may be a horrible mistake. I may make just terrible choices, but I've been finding the cast on Drag Race Holland. Oh, are they ever unique? I just find, especially with, I call her Maddie, Madam Madness. God, the shapes that she makes on her face, the colors and the tones. Oh, God, so inspirational. I think this is blending really well. I don't know what people's problems were. This was the thing, too, when Darby Lynn and I were doing our makeup, she did it really quick. I felt like I was just taking so much time. And when I was done, it wasn't good. And, but she really enjoyed working with this blue. So there was a part of me through the process where I was like, oh, I want to use that blue too. You know what's really helping? This beast mirror. Oh my God. I feel more beautiful than I normally do. More glamour. The thing I love about this blue is it really fades out to a purple almost on its own, like it's another shade. I'm using a bristle brush and I'm using the pencil brush. I just want to put in green here. The reason that I want to do it here is I want to do a cut crease with the halo. It's very involved. It's going to be awful. Watch. I'm trying to do glamour makeup for a change. Oh yeah, this is blending out nice. I don't know. I'm sure it's a combination of the Bristles brushes and the Beast mirror. All the bees are being represented today. But I am not having any problems blending this. This is fun. I have to tell you, I saw a couple of videos. Robert Welsh did a review of this and apologized at the beginning, saying he had tried it the night before and wasn't impressed. And I'm waiting for my makeup in quarantine. Melissa from Scotland, she, bless her pointed head, she not only reviewed it once and was not impressed, she reviewed Nikkie's palette 4 times. And so as I'm waiting for my package to come and it's taking longer and longer, I keep hearing Jesus saying, that'll learn you. I don't know why, but that's what I don't think that looks horrible. Oh, every once in a while, there's lips here. This is how sad a person I am. Every once in a while, I hold the mirror at a funny angle, and the lips hit me, and it's like, oh, hello. And then I do a Melissa Edwards. What I do want to do, just for fun, this is another Bristles blender. I'm going to just take this Vla from the palette. It's this yellow. If you don't know what Vla is like a custardy, where custard in Britain, for instance, goes on top of things. Vla is its own pudding, and the vanilla is almost that color, so it's very funny. Why do I know so much about the Dutch and Holland? I don't. I just look stuff up. Oh, yeah. All right. I used today, for my base, Juvia's Place, I used their liquid base. I really like their liquid base. It goes on so nice. I also used for my contouring and brows their cream sticks, which I love. I actually like using these more for like sculpting out the eyebrows and cutting and doing all that than I like using them on the face fully. So I really find those really helpful. And then I'm also using Juvia's Place concealer. I don't know. It's a new look for Wilma. I don't know. Have I made bad choices? Oh, God. So this here is Pride. I'm using my finger on this just to come in. Ooh, this is the Bristles Beauty Smudger. You heard me. I think we're going to go with all in here. I want to try and get that. I have to tell you, some brushes, there's just some brushes like, yeah, you need that. You know what I mean? And I have to tell you, this this pencil brush, I think it's only $19 at Bristles. But this is spectacular. I don't know what the hell I was doing all this time before this. Ooh, precision. I have to say, I just enjoy, I really enjoy makeup anyway. Like I find the idea, like art on your face, fascinating. And I'm really impressed with what a lot of other people do makeup-wise in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some incredible artists out there. I don't know. Trying something new. Well, we got to do eyeliner. It's never anything without eyeliner. This is the other thing I love about Nikkie's palette. This side is an up-close mirror, and this side is just a regular mirror. So, like, just being able to get in. This looks so much better to me up close. Like, ooh, look what you did. And then I go, oh. Okay, because there's no black in Nikkie's palette, I'm just going to take some black shadow. Barking a black shadow. Black shadow, black shadow. Well, clearly one of these eyes is higher than the other. Eyelashes will make it all good. Eyelashes will make it all good. So this is Neon MUA, so cute. He released, I think he's also got now an eye palette out. I think it just maybe recently came up. MidasCosmetics.com, I have the link down below. The reason that I wanted to buy this wasn't just because Darby Lynn did it and I have to do whatever she's doing. That's not the case, even though she thinks it is. I don't have one of these. All right, I'm going to use my expensive MAC brush. I'm going to go with the bronzer. Just bring some warmth into the face with this bronzer and just see what it does. Now I'm going to go back in with the contour. I just want to see if I can... I don't know, maybe it might be too light for me. Oh no, look at that. Oh! 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 This is the thing. I've been trying to improve my contour in my cheeks because there's been issues. I know y'all are too kind to say anything to me, but I see it. I'm not blind. But that's a great tone. Do you see how that just kind of seems to deepen that area. Now, I'm a big girl. I'm not trying to create a cheekbone. I mean, it's under there, but I'm not trying to raise the dead. But I do like to try and get that apple shape, that curve. And I feel like lately I've been coming down on an angle, and what it does when I smile is it makes this point here, and I end up with the John Goodman cheek. Do you know John Goodman, when he smiles, it's pointy there? And I'm trying to buff it out round. But I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to take some of this blush up here. This is a good pink too for me. I like this. And this pink has a bit of a shine to it, which is lovely. It kind of that glow. See, and I came down on an angle again, and I ruined it. What do we think of Drag Race Holland's prizes? Are we spoiled in North America? Are we just no wonder the rest of the world thinks that we're all so spoiled and selfish. I just thought a dress like that, no offense, because that dress is lovely. It's lovely. But even as a sewer, I would never supply a dress as a prize. I would give you the services of making a dress. But I wouldn't, I just find the idea of here's your dress kind of presumptuous. Now, the other thing that this palette has is this highlighter. And it just looks really nice and silver. Like, yeah, that's a nice metallic-y. We'll see. Woo! All right. So I'm just going to darken my contour just a snickerdoodle. One thing I do like to do is I do actually like what baking does. One of the things that I have a problem with when I'm doing my lipstick is it bleeds out of the corner of my mouth. So doing this really helps not only set that area, but it also helps me define that cheekbone. This is the grandma powder, Cody Airspun. And what's funny is no one in my family wore makeup. There was makeup, but it wasn't good makeup. I didn't play with it. So I don't have memories of those smells being grandma-ish. But I really love the smell of this. It's just lovely. I am actually going to dip back into Nikkie's palette. I am going to take this 5 a.m. I'm going to work on my eyebrow a bit. I'd like to get some dimension in there. Look how... This does not look... This is the color right here. That's 5 a.m. It's so dark. It's so pigmented. I love it. Yeah, I'm putting this Mila just in the front end. I don't think any of this would be possible without this beast mirror. I'm telling you right now. Are they twins or sisters? What's going on? I've been having so much trouble with lip liners, and one of the things that I was watching on a tutorial was somebody saying how great NYX liners were, and that NYX liners were as good as MAC. And again, here's me, the horrible Canadian, realizing, oh, did you see those brushes just jumped up at me? Ah! So here's me, the horrible Canadian, looking at all these other companies, and there's MAC just sitting there. So this is MAC's Beat lip pencil, and I've used it a couple times, and I have to tell you, I'm so thrilled with it. I think it's just such a great cut. Why am I doing this without the beast mirror? You know it'll fail without the beast mirror. All right, this is another thing I got from MAC. It's their, it's Breathing Fire. This is a great lipstick because it's like a fuchsia pink, a blue pink. So, yeah. Ooh. This is actual Kat Von D lipstick. It's not Kid Vegan. That's what I call KVD Vegan. Kid Vegan. But this smells like chocolate. This is not fair. Well, there we go. And there's the look. Everything always looks better with eyelashes on, and I'm just going to tell you right now. I would like to thank Neon MUA for making such a fabulous a palette. This was, as I say, the cheeks, contour, the highlight, and the bronzer. Beautiful, beautiful tones. And that's at midascosmetics.ca. I also want to thank, of course, Bristles Beauty for their fabulous brushes. They are, oh, here they are. They are a fabulous Canadian company. If you're in Canada and you're looking for something to buy, brush-wise, a great company to support. Mother and daughter team working there. And they really are quite personable. I got a follow-up email just asking me if I liked everything and what I thought. And again, I say this as a paying customer. I wasn't on a PR list or anything. That's just how they treat people, was that. And finally, NikkieTutorial, thank you finally for coming out with your palette. I'm so glad that I missed the first one because I would have been a little skeptical about buying this one. And I was nervous, but when it finally got here, I was not disappointed. This is such a great palette. And that's it. I'm ready. Thanks for getting ready with me. I'm off to review some Dutch drag queens. So until next time, miss me. Mwah! Seriously. Oh.